What's up, y'all? LakerFan here. As talks about today's video, we got the best slasher build in NBA 2K23. I know a lot of you guys for the last week or so have been asking about this build. I made a video asking what you guys thought was the best version of this because I had multiple different ones when I was yet to decide what I was going to choose on. But I ended up deciding on this, and it wasn't either of the ones in the video. I'm here to showcase to you what I believe is by far the best slasher build in the game, and it's not with 99 dunk. So one of the options that I did showcase was that exactly 99 dunk, and it didn't have exactly the same defensive stuff like that. It didn't have like 93 block, 84 interior defense. It was more like 81 block, 76 interior D like my previous build had. But as you can see on this one, 6'9", 205, 7'7" wingspan. It's actually the same physicals as my other build, the Ben Simmons one too, and a lot of similar ratings to be completely honest. But my Simmons build had 70 post control and had 88 driving layup. I come to find out I don't even want the long athlete that comes with the 88 driving layup. Zach LaVine is by far the best layup package to me as a slasher. And 80 is plenty good enough for what I like to do. 94 for the extra badge point right there. As you can see, you get 18. This is good enough to run posterizer, fearless finisher, limitless takeoff, slithery, and then still run acrobat. And then I can choose between silver aerial wizard or Hall of Fame giant slayer. It's pretty much between those two. So we have the pass accuracy 86. I will come back to this in just a second, but obviously the very basic ones that we are just going to keep no matter what is 87 ball handle for that gold clamp breaker, and the badge point makes total sense to do that. 75 speed of ball for, once again, another badge point, and the Michael Jordan and LeBron James dribble styles. I actually use LBJ myself. But then into the defense, we have 84 interior D, 88 prim, 90 steal, 93 block, 94 O board, and 81 D board. Now, what some people may ask about this in some situations is why I have higher offensive rebound than defensive rebound. The answer is pretty simple. If you have no three-pointer, it generally means you're going to be around the basket really often. Whether it's driving kicks, pick and rolls, anything like that, cuts off, give and goes, anything. You're probably around the offensive rebounds a whole lot more than the defensive rebounds. With this build, I plan to guard ball a whole lot more than to be on the backside, but it's still an option. Not to mention that even if your D-board is 81, you still have gold rebound chaser, you still have Hall of Fame box out beast. All that stuff is still there. So while the defensive rebound rating may not be great, it is still saved by the fact that you get the Hall of Fame and gold badges right here, and also has 87 vertical. This goes so hard. I gotta tell you guys, my first impression on this build after like getting it to 99 and core badging everything and stuff like that and having it fully completed is that 93 block and gold anchor paired with 87 vert goes so hard. It's ridiculous how good this plays into your defense and gets shot blocks, chase downs, all types of stuff like that. The Hall of Fame chase down artist as well, gold anchor. It goes so hard, bro. I really am so happy with the revisions on this build. So obviously for physicals, max out speed, acceleration, the strength for 76, and you can see you get that silver brick wall. Not to mention, real quick, what this build eats off of even more is the fact that the new core badge loadouts that are coming literally the morning after I'm recording this the day before it actually comes out, but literally I can just cut out the shooting badge core entirely. I'm not losing anything, 0 shooting badge points, and I can't even core a shooting badge anyway. I'm probably rocking with the defensive one to add the brick wall on silver, because currently I run all the defensive badges I would want, but I don't have brick wall on silver. That's the one thing I'm missing. And what I'll probably do is just core anchor, core rebound chaser, and you get 14 points back just like that. And then with that, I'll be able to run silver brick wall as well, and then still run chase down artist, interceptor, challenger, clamps. You got a little bit of workhorse, Hall of Fame box out beast, you got glove too, and then I still even have a little bit of like bronze off ball pest, I'm pretty sure. So it goes hard, man. It's a lot of defensive badges. I believe with all of those things cored, and then the fact that I have all the defensive badges added into this build, it's literally like 50 something defensive badges. Like this build gets 37 defensive badges as I put the extras on, and then if you core them, it's like 51 points worth of stuff. Also, you may be asking, why 75 standing dunk? 70 was what I had before, and low-key, I just wanted to try and upgrade it. Simple as that. It gives an extra badge point too. I figured why not? It really shouldn't hurt anything, and actually it's pretty cheap too. Like, you don't really lose out on a whole lot. It was pretty much between this and like one more vert, I guess, and it's not a whole lot of comparison there. I think the 5 standing dunk is definitely worth, and at the end of the day, the more standing dunk I can have, the more reliable it becomes, but it is really good at 70. I really would recommend that. So the pass accuracy is what I want to come back to. So let's just say, for instance, if you wanted to go a little bit outside the box of this and go to 75 pass accuracy for the LeBron James style, and it is still actually pretty good. If there was one thing I maybe would even change again about this build, it would be the pass accuracy. I do like it being high though, because with me being a point guard, it allows me to play at the 1, and I can just kind of load into rec with viewers and stuff like that and be at the point guard pretty much every time. Or same with maybe like just in park matchups and stuff like that, 2s, 3s. I do prefer to be at the 1 because it gets me smaller matchups, which does go a long way and it is pretty helpful. But if you take this off, as you can see, you can upgrade your driving dunk to 99 if you really would like to. Still keep the 18 finishing badges, and you'll be able to core poster on Hall of Fame. Simple as that. Slithery and Limitless combined for like 10 points right there, and then you run Fearless Finisher, that's 14. Acrobat, that's 16, and then you have 2 more badge points left over to just put wherever you want between like literally just Silver Giant Slayer, anything between these. But again, this is an option. The other option, and you could even do more than that. I don't want to spend too much time talking about it though. And you may be asking why the low close shot. As you can see, if you upgrade it, it forces your mid-range up. It becomes not worth at all. Like, would I want 79 close shot or 99 dunk? Like, the comparison's not very close if you ask me. So 65 is where I keep it. You could go to 67 if you really want an extra badge point. It becomes expensive though, and I was penny pinching really hard. I know it doesn't look like it right now because I dropped the pass accuracy to show you these examples, but it really does get tight out there. What I also thought was a decent option is upgrade your defensive rebound to 89. And then with that, you can play the 4 in Pro-Am very, very legitimately. I mean, this is a monstrosity of a defensive build. This was one of the options I was thinking about. Not to mention, you could even maybe just go a little bit higher on the dunk for like the Hall of Fame Limitless Takeoff if you really wanted to. And then if you really wanted to, you could penny pinch off the vertical, put it to 83. All you really need is realistically 82 for the elite contact dunks, that is. And at that point, I do still think vertical is nice to have when it comes to shot blocking, but at the end of the day, I mean, this is crazy. This is like unbelievable. 84 interior D, 88 prim D, 90 steal, 99 block, 94 O board, 89 D board. All the badge point requirements that you reach or just to achieve certain badges like Hall of Fame Anchor, Hall of Fame Box Out Beast. You got the gold interceptor right here, badge point at 88, badge point at 84 right here. It goes crazy, man. This really is pretty nasty. And at that point too, if you're someone that maybe wants to core badge, say for instance Pogo Stick even as well, if you like Hall of Fame Pogo, at that point you can core 2 Hall of Fame tier 3s and get 16 badge points for free in the defense and literally be the absolute monstrosity of a pure lockdown defender. You can even add the extra defensive badges in too if you would like. I wouldn't advise it at that point. I think maybe you would want like some playmaking realistically, and then maybe some extra finishing, and you could just double core badge 2 defensive badges at that point, because that is a little bit overkill. But I'm not gonna lie, there's a lot of good defensive badges in this game, man. So I get that I'm showing you a lot of different options and stuff like that, but what I ended up deciding on was obviously the ladder, where it's literally just 81 D board, 93 block. I got the 87 vertical as well, and then we got the 86 pass accuracy as well. Like I said, after now testing this and seeing the pass accuracy at 86, I will say I was testing it along the way. I tried it at 75 beforehand because I was just, you know, obviously as a 92 overall or 91, 93, whatever you are, you have to budget a little bit. So I saved pass accuracy for the exact last. So I tested it with 75. It actually felt really good, not gonna lie to you. 80 also felt really good. 86 I now have and also feels really great. I'm gonna be honest, it is definitely an upgrade, but you can get away with 75. I really truly do think that, whether it's like Pro-Am, whether it's Rec, whether it's 5 out in the Rec for that matter, even on top of that, I had 80 to be exact and it felt perfectly fine. And my boy AK is playing point guard with 75 pass accuracy too. It actually looks pretty good. So while I am showing you my build, because this video is titled the best slasher build in 2K23, I wanted to at least give you guys the option to hear my feedback on stuff like that with the pass accuracy, and you can make your adjustments based off of how I feel. Because truly, if you're making a park build, I absolutely do advise that you guys put your pass accuracy like 75 and just literally go crazy on stuff like that. Now you're probably asking, or you're maybe like 1 or 2 people in the comments out of like 100 that I overreact and hyper react to every time, where they're asking for shooting, and I'm telling you, it doesn't work like that when you're trying to make builds like this. If you want to be a great offensive rebounder while being a pick and roller, 5 out option, 3 out ISO, whatever you want to talk about, like just play pure lock defense and be versatile from like perimeter D to interior D to rebounding, you can't do that stuff. You can't have shooting on these builds. That's at least my personal opinion. Or if you want to be, like I said, a ball handler that really does go crazy with slashing stuff, because you do need to still dribble there. I think people fail to realize sometimes. But anyway, that is my build. Like I said, I gave you guys a couple options. If you want to go with a Hoff anchor and like the really good D board and stuff like that, or if you want to go with the 99 dunk instead, feel free to just adjust as you would please. But those are the couple options that I would recommend. Either way, easy blow-bys, takeover, gotta run it. I don't know if anybody has missed the video and stuff like that. Feel free to check it out if you really want to hear the reason behind running this. But stuff blocks, also secondary, I like to run because it actually does give really good takeover for the blocks. I mean, just having gold anchor in general and getting a block goes really hard for takeover. Blocks give more takeover than anything in this game, and when you pair it with secondary rim take, it goes even faster as well. I will say though, for Pro-Am, because we play such a versatile defense and I'm on ball defense with it in a lot of situations, I do prefer to just run double slash take. I don't see easy blow-bys having double effect at what it's supposed to do. I'll just give it away. It opens up the green for the dunk meter when it's on opens. It doesn't make it twice as easy. All right, so easy blow-by secondary, I don't really recommend, but primary, it's fire. It's absolutely the best in the game. I would just advise run secondary, whatever gets you takeover fastest. Simple as that. And again, the title of this is the two-way diming finisher. It's because you have that 86 pass accuracy. It will change the title 100% if you drop that pass accuracy to 75. I'm not sure what the other ones say or anything like that. But anyway, now I just want to show some 1v1 gameplay. So we got this dude right here in the level 40s 1v1. It's from season 2, obviously, so just keep that in mind. Not to mention, he has Decelerator too. So while I may have Accelerator and it makes it easier for my life to function on here where I get takeover faster, the Decelerator pretty much cancels it out, if not even negates it even more. So just keep that in mind. It's pretty much as if you don't even have Accelerator if you're going against a Decelerator. But anyway, gameplay right here. It's going to be really quick. I just want to showcase dunks and show the capability of this dunk meter if you really do learn it and stuff like that too. Not to mention, this is only like silver fearless finisher and obviously like the silver acrobat, all types of stuff like that. Get kicked out the dunk and I still make it, and the fearless finisher carries for stuff like that. So if you do maybe want to go with the higher layup for just that reason alone, feel free to. But as you can see, the dunk animations too. I mean, while quick drops may be good, I do understand that, and they're good and conservative and stuff like that too. As you can see, these tomahawks, that is taking off and going crazy, bro. I think that might be LeBron. I'm not sure what animation it truly is. I have Uber Athletics, I have tomahawk, I have like LeBron dunks, all types of stuff like that. Honestly, again, I make videos, all types of stuff like this. So if you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe and all that stuff too, because you will definitely catch some gems like this if you're into this style. But anyway, wanted to show dunk meter. Now, I did fail that one. I will say that much. He is absolutely in great position, and really this is a horrible take by me. I mean, he cuts me off literally right here. The fact that I even got put in a dunk meter is already kind of crazy, because this is just bad by me. So I'm willing to admit bad possession. So he actually goes crazy and gets 14 points in takeover and all that stuff too, but I'm able to bait a bad jump shot, and now we're getting back to work. Now, I want to explain to you guys a couple of the intricacies when it comes to being a slasher. So as you're going to see, I'm actually going to go for a flashy dunk right here. I absolutely kill him in this moment. Right here, I'm thinking to just hold up on the right stick and get a conservative dunk anyway. There's no point in the world for me to do a dunk meter or anything like that, so just keep that in mind. I can either hold up, hold X, or, if I'm smart, there's a feature in this game where if you flick up and then hold up, you get a flashy dunk. And this is what I do right here. And with the flashy dunk, look at my takeover. That goes through the roof. Mind you, he still has Decelerator too. He's probably too far away to like drop my takeover gain or anything like that, but watch it when compared to this one. This one is tighter, it's a lot closer. I go for that dunk again, he is right on that. Watch my takeover meter compared to the last one. Not even takeover off that dunk. Crazy. Crazy difference. A flashy dunk with no Decelerator on me versus a like a contested dunk with no flashy. Anyway, into the next possession. I have got a lot of X button dunks on him. As a slasher, in my kind of field and stuff like that of having no shooting, I come to realize there's no way you're just going to keep on getting X button dunks. People will not give you that stuff for free. They're going to drop back and make you use that meter. They don't know it, that they're really just trying to force you to use the meter. They think you're just going to run into them like an idiot and hold X and it's not going to work. Promise you don't want to do that either. You want to get really good with this meter. I promise you that. But anyway, what you can see, I set up the move right here. I'm going to the left to bait him to run to my left, and this behind the back, the pro behind the back right here is a killer. It's so good. As you can see, I don't even need to use a dunk meter in this situation. I should have just held like X or up on the stick or something like that. Wouldn't advise to flash you this one, but as you can see, meter pops up, and this is where we're going to start showing some green dunks. This goes hard, bro, with the dunk meter, and then also if you use that easy blow-bys takeover. And this is where I really want to like advocate for you guys. If you make a build like mine, and maybe you saw the news and the update and stuff like that, and now you see like, oh, the LakerFan's like finisher build, or the just Ben Simmons or the like pure slasher build will be so fire now that I can just put an extra core badge in something that's not shooting. I'm telling you, this easy blow-bys takeover is training wheels. It is easy to use this dunk meter for, and I highly suggest to you guys use this and try the dunk meter only when you have takeover early on. It'll be so much easier for you to test out and learn, and then it'll open up your catalog to be able to maybe do it when you don't have takeover as well. As you can see, another dunk meter, green the front clutches right there. I mean, it's killer, bro. It's so good. Also, I dropped an animations video a couple days ago if you guys want to check it out. As you can see, that little walk back, it's explained. The crossover I just did right there, the Rafer Alston that I'm spamming with that signature size up. All this stuff matters a lot. I highly suggest you guys, you need to learn how to dribble a little bit as a slasher as well, because attacking a basket is not entirely brain dead. I will say it's pretty basic though when you put it down to its like base. essentially. Like right here, he plays some pretty bad defense. I'm already attacking him and I'm already setting up the behind the back. And then as you can see, I'm already into a great spot with his dunk meter. Like, I was able to just set him up pretty good. He's not cutting off my ball hand. He's not cutting off my opposite hand or anything like that. He's kind of just sitting square in like the middle of the court, I would say. Not in the paint, but like he's kind of like parallel with the basket, I guess I would say. And it's probably not great defense, if we're being completely honest, when I'm parallel with the basket. Anyway, you can see going with another dribble move into the behind the back. Again, snap him off and just get the white to go. But a lot of green dunks right there. A lot of, as you can see, really big meter. Now, keep this in mind too. You guys may be comparing it to the default meter as well. You're like, this doesn't even look that big. On the default meter, it looks way bigger. The default meter lies to you a little bit. I highly suggest you guys go for the Comet meter. It doesn't lie at all. This is the most accurate one you could go at. While it looks smaller, it's more precise and more accurate. So when you get it in the sweet spot of it, it's more like to a T. And it actually truly means something, as opposed to obviously the default one being a little bit more misleading. But anyway, as you can see, 11 for 12 that game on straight meters. I obviously got a couple like quick drops and stuff like that, or just held X and did the flashy on one of them too. But nonetheless, my whole point, the only one I even missed, I just really laid it really bad. And it was a pretty small one. It was a bad take, 100% as well. But either way, this was my display of putting the build on the YouTube and stuff like that, and just wanted to show you guys the capabilities of the dunk meter, the X button dunks, all that stuff that you could contribute as well. The holding to the left on that one crazy tomahawk that I had as well. But what I want to really stress here is that you have to get good with the dunk meter a little bit. People may ask, is this build even usable in the rec? Is it usable in Team Pro-Am, 3s, 2s, all types of stuff like that? I play with this build on every court. And the whole plan was to set it up even better to play on every court, and that's why I remade it. The original Ben Simmons build that had only 76 interior D and like 81 block still could play Pro-Am block, for that matter too. It's just you have to play in a different style than everybody. This one right here plays as an on-ball, like on offense, play as a screener and a 5-out ISO option. It's as simple as that. I'm an inside big man that is undersized, so I'm not just your classic set my screen, get my board, and like roll to the hoop and just dunk type guy. I can still contribute in like some 5-outs. I can catch it, and like, wow, people may think it's as simple as let him shoot, just leave him open. I can catch it at the top of the key as if it's a pick and pop and get the catch and run. Not to mention, if the dude is still sitting paint, once again, just set screens. Maybe even I play with Tonic, who's a post scorer, and he's in the corner in Pro-Am when we play like that too. And if they put the center on me, that means he has a smaller matchup. So then he can go to work with the hooks, the fades, stuff like that, and I'm crashing rebounds off that. So you have to have options with this. I will say it's definitely a more comfortable build to run when you're playing with teammates that you know you can trust, as far as like a good pick and roll ball handler or a good post scorer in the corner and stuff like that. But that is by far the best threes lineup that you could run with this. A solid point guard that still plays solid defense. That's maybe lined up at the 2 because of your pass accuracy being so good. So now you're at the 1 with like small PGs on you. You got your point guard at the 2 who's like able to just take it and like you can set him some screens sometimes. Then you maybe even have someone who can like post up at the 3 as well if they switch the big onto you. So keep all of that in mind, 100%. But anyway, that is off video. Hope you all enjoyed. If you did, feel free to drop a like, sub if you're new to the noties, all the good stuff. Like always, try to win 2,000 likes. If you made it to the end of the video, put / in the comments. Search supports me all the way through. Anyway, hope you all enjoyed. I got some more build videos coming too. I got like top 3 point guards, top 3 lockdowns, top 3 center builds after patch, where like now we're talking about the core badge and the influence that maybe has on the meta of the builds. I will say, I've seen a lot of comments talking about like, oh, how stupid it is. Like now it's just like a money grab and stuff like that. You don't have to make new builds. I promise you, the current core badge you have right now for the setup can be plenty fine. This does go a long way for builds like mine though, but it doesn't mean you have to make my build, obviously. And I would even argue that some people are gonna be complete trash if they hop on this build. And no matter what you do, you're just gonna be garbage at it. So just keep that in mind. Whatever your skill set is, just stick to it. Simple as that. You don't have to make a brand new build just because the core badge changed. But anyway, that's all video. Hope you all enjoyed. Other than that, take it, man. Peace.